and welcome back to another video. So this morning I was planning on having a lie-in because today is my day off from work. I had no plans for the gym because I went yesterday, but do you think I was able to have a lie-in? Absolutely not. I've been wide awake since 6:30 this morning, so I thought I'd just make the most of it and get ready. I'm going to film a few TikToks and then I'm going to crack on with this cleaning because at the minute I'm still doing all this spring cleaning. I managed to get all the windows done, but now I've got to make a start on the conservatory, which is going to take me days. If not days, it's going to take me weeks. And then I've been putting it off for weeks and weeks and weeks, but I've got to make a start on cleaning the oven. I jinxed it, and I knew I would. Last week we cleaned out the garden, we painted the fence, power washed the patio, got all the garden furniture out, and ever since then the weather has been horrendous. And today it's like winter out there, it hasn't stopped raining. So that means one thing, I've got to get on with all the jobs inside the house that I've been putting off. And one of the jobs that I've been putting off for weeks, actually I wouldn't even say weeks, I would say months, and that is cleaning the oven. Honestly, this is the worst job. I did pick up some oven cleaner from Home Bargains. I've used this one a few times. It's only $2.99 and it does get your oven sparkling, but now I've just got to psych myself up to get the job done. I'll show you how dirty these are, so you can see how clean they come up. I don't know how well that's picking up on camera, but I just thought I shouldn't really be doing this in a white jumper. Already, my hand is stinking. So the postman has just been and he's dropped off two things. The first one is a parcel, which is good. The second one is a letter, which is not so good. Well, actually saying that, it's me just being very dramatic because it is good news. It's something that I need, but something that I don't want. So I'll talk about that one in just a moment. But I want to show you the parcel that's arrived. Now this is from a company called Windline, who are sponsoring today's video. And they've sent me a pair of swim goggles, which has come at the perfect time because now I can put these away for our upcoming trip to Mallorca, and they're going to be perfect for the beach and the pool. And as you can see, they've got Polaroid lenses. Now these help with the sunlight, and for me, my eyes are super sensitive to the sunlight. If you didn't know, I had laser surgery years ago, and also I'm blue-eyed, so I've got super sensitive eyes. That's why I'm always wearing sunglasses. So these are going to be perfect with the sun in Mallorca. But they do have lots of different lens types that you can purchase. You can get clear ones, tinted ones, and you can get smoked ones. So there's lots of different choices for lots of different needs. Not only do they have the Polaroid lenses, but they've also been treated with an anti-fog treatment to stop them fogging up when you're swimming. Right, I'm just going to take the plastic off of them. So they have this new improved nose piece, so it sits on your nose with more comfort and it doesn't hurt the bridge of your nose. So you have this very easy adjustable strap on the side, which you just click this button here and pull. So now I'm going to attempt to put them on. I'm just going to make them a little bit bigger. So I'm just pulling it out of the bracket, pushing this down, and then you just pull and it makes it a bit bigger. There we are. I think I may need it a little bit bigger again. I'm not sure whether that's picking up on camera, but the back has been designed for anti-slip. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I can tell straight away how much it takes the brightness away. In my bedroom, I have LED white lights, and as soon as I put these on, it's taken all the brightness away. That's actually shocked me. And here I can already feel how secure they are on my eyes, so it's not going to let any of the water in. But they do say you can wear them on a sunny day or a day that's cloudy and you still have really good vision. So the goggles actually come with a mesh pouch and it prevents them from getting scratched, and you also get a microfiber cloth. But the goggles are designed to be shatterproof. But if you do want to go check Winline out, because they've got a range of goggles, I will leave their link in the description. But now, onto that letter. I'm being so dramatic about this letter. Not like me, is it? But I'm making it sound worse than what it is. And I even knew that this letter was going to arrive soon. But now it's in front of me and I can physically see it. It just makes it even more real. And this is a letter from the hospital asking me to get in contact with them to make an appointment for another test for my stomach. Now, over the last couple of months, I have had loads of tests for my stomach, but this is the one I have been dreading. So I'm trying to pluck the courage up to give them a ring to book myself in. Now, this is for a colonoscopy. Now, you're probably thinking, Sarah, stop being that dramatic. A colonoscopy is nothing. But then some people might be thinking, no, Sarah, this is something. So if you've had a colonoscopy and you've got any advice you can give me, please reach out in a DM and let me know, because honestly, I am dreading this one. So now I'm gonna sit here, pluck up the courage and try and make this appointment. Well, this is fun. I was just about to make my breakfast and I was gonna have fruit and yogurt and a bagel. And then I realised I have no bagels and no yogurt. So now I have to go to Aldi's in the pouring down rain. Please tell me, how can I go to Aldi's for just 1 or 2 things and then end up with a whole bag of shopping? Honestly, I'm an absolute nightmare. But I did go in for some bagels. I just ran out of my protein bagels. So I grabbed 2 packs and then I can freeze 1. I needed some more chicken and ham for sandwiches and salad. Tonight I'm gonna do chicken burgers, and our favorite ones are these buttermilk chicken burgers. They are so good. This is kind of turning into a little mini grocery haul. For breakfast, we all love these pork patties. It's like a little McDonald's fake away. Some Skinny Whips. I did go in for fruit. That was one of the things I did go in for. So I grabbed some strawberries, wonky blueberries. Now please tell me, how can they be wonky? They're all the same shape. And some wonky raspberries. I needed a few more salad things. So I got a cucumber, tomatoes and lettuce. Carter wanted me to grab him some avocado, some sweet chili. I've been using this on cucumber and it's a really nice snack. I needed more of my oat milk, and also another thing I did go in for was my yogurt. So I only went in for yogurt, bagels and fruit, and I ended up with all this. So I've got some blueberries, raspberries and strawberries. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of cherry yogurt on the top. And then I just put a little bit of Alpen on the top just to give it a little bit of a crunch. You might be wondering why I switched to soya yogurts, and that's because since my surgery I've had a lot more intolerances to food, and dairy being one of them. Now, for as long as I can remember, I've always suffered with my stomach and I've been going back and forth to the hospital for tests. But since my surgery, I've had a lot more problems, and now they finally found out that I have got inflammatory bowel disease. So I'm waiting on a few more tests so they can figure out which one it is. But that's why I've had to switch over to soya and almond milk, because I can no longer have any dairy products. I did have a yogurt after my surgery and I paid for it, so I'm never going to touch any dairy ever again. So at the minute I'm very limited to what I can eat, because otherwise it will trigger like a stomach attack. So when I'm showing you all these nice foods on the video with all the countries we go to or all the nice restaurants, that food is never mine, it's always someone else's. So yeah, I'm showing you all these nice foods, but I never get to enjoy it myself. Please tell me how this morning can be like winter, and then this afternoon can be like summer. When they say to prepare for 4 seasons in one day in the UK, they ain't lying, because this morning it was grey skies, pouring with rain, and it was absolutely freezing. And now I've come out for a walk because it's blue skies and sunny. I've got my coat on, but now I'm boiling. You can't win. Yesterday I was catching up with one of my friends and she said, oh, what are you doing tomorrow? And I did say, if the weather's nice, I am going to go for a walk. She said, oh, when you go for a walk, that means you book a holiday. No. Yeah, but this time we are definitely not booking any holidays. Now with the sun shining, I'm thinking possibly to get the barbecue out. I know it's not warm, but our garden is like a sun trap, so when the sun is shining, it's actually quite warm. And I did buy chicken burgers earlier, so this may be a plan. But now I could have possibly jinxed it. They say going for a walk is free. Not for us. Going for a walk is getting very expensive. We're only 30 minutes into this walk and already we've come up with a few trip ideas. We've got the idea of possibly Florida. Not doing any of the theme parks, just going to Florida for Florida, doing all the nice restaurants, going shopping, because to us, Florida's like our second home. We had Greece thrown into the mix. No, I haven't been to Greece for years. I think the last time we went to Greece was Zante, when I think Tyler must have been about 12 months old. 12 months old, when he was 1 year old. And then also we had, I was going to say Thailand then, Thailand definitely wasn't thrown into the mix. Possibly Tenerife. So, the conclusion to this, Sarah, stop going on walks. Remember what I said, Geth, on the cruise? Chef Gethin, can I have a linen table with glasses and a menu, please? How much would you reckon they would be in a restaurant? 20 quid each? Tenner each? They were like £3 each in Aldi's. What have you got?
Fully loaded nachos.
In the air fryer, good shout. Oh my gosh, they are fully loaded too, aren't they? What have you got in there?
2 layers.
Of what?
Nachos, cheese sauce, sour cream, guacamole, salsa, jalapenos, cheese, and then layer again.
So I've seen your dinner and I've seen your dinner, so what am I having?
Now you're gonna eat, you say?
I'm impressed with these nachos.
No, I ain't.
I wouldn't be able to eat them anyway because of the chilies, but they look really good. Seeing as though Gethin made the dinner, I thought it was only fair that I sort out the dessert. Now you think I'd be on my way to Aldi's to pick up all the ingredients to make a nice cake or something, but no, I'm on my way to McDonald's. I'm going to pick up ice cream for everyone. Actually, saying that, I bet you any money the ice cream machine will be broke. Well, that shocked me. The ice cream machine was actually working. But a tip for you, don't take teenagers to McDonald's, especially if you're only going in for just ice cream, because trust me, you're coming out with a whole heap of stuff. I've been sat here for ages just scrolling through Netflix and Disney Plus trying to find a new series to watch. Do you think I can find anything? No. Does this happen every time? Yes. So if you've got any recommendations, please let me know in the comments. I did watch a new series this week called Adolescence, and to be honest, I wasn't really impressed. The first episode was great, and then episode 2, 3 and 4, I was like, why did you even bother? You should have just made one big episode. So if you do have anything good to watch, please let me know in the comments. I just have a feeling I'm going to be sat here now for ages scrolling and not end up watching anything. So I will finish the video here. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to see future videos, then be sure to hit that subscribe button and click that bell for post notifications. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.